course, we can look at our store goods gift. That doesn't sound right. Store goods gift. That's a real man. Oh, there goes his teammate. Pumpkin evolution. It looks like we can buy 2 pumpkins per day for 30,000. If you bring pumpkins with you into lockdown or forbidden zone raids, each time you successfully extract, the pumpkins will be upgraded. It looks like their values double each time you successfully extract. That actually looks really cool. So we have our basic unripe pumpkin. We have a ripe pumpkin. Looks like it sells for 60K. We have a carved pumpkin, which looks like your classic pumpkin. And we have a miraculous pumpkin. That actually looks really cool. That one's selling for 250K. Oh, that's a red item. There's a gold item and a purple item. The event's going to be running for 20 days, so we have plenty of time to try and get ourselves a miraculous pumpkin. I have to assume that that's going to be 1, 2, 3 raids. So let's go ahead and buy our 2 daily pumpkins. So we now own a total of 3 pumpkins. We also have Mysterious Night Adventure. Looks like log in for 1 day, complete tac ops, bring out a ripe pumpkin, and bring out a carved pumpkin. I'm assuming, yeah, these are daily challenges. Let's go ahead and get our first one here. So we're going to be able to get more pumpkins, vouchers, Halloween border. That's actually pretty cool. And it looks like if we get 1,500, we can get a display for our stronghold. All right, we also have Pumpkin Special Blend. All new beverage, Midnight Pumpkin. Drink this beverage for a chance to become stimulated. Cannot be traded. Unused beverages will be converted to 100 coin when the event ends. They may appear in gym bags, ordinary jackets, Farm Valley Armory, Northridge TV station. Store goods gift. During the event, you have a chance to find Midnight Pumpkins, gym bags. Okay, so we can exchange these for a pumpkin gift box, and we have a chance for some relatively decent items. And finally, the event has started, so we can claim 30K. So these are unique to each player, so it's almost like collecting a dog tag. If you kill a player and take their pumpkin, you'll be able to see who owned the pumpkin previously, and I'm pretty sure you can't put it in your case. Nope, has to go in your pocket. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and set up what we want to bring with us. I'm going to use my usual MCX build. I have most of this already. Purchase and equip. This is kind of my go-to setup, MCX, pretty basic. I don't know why my attachments are missing, and I need my grip. It's already on there. So using the MCX, it's probably my new favorite gun. It's pretty much a laser beam. There's almost no recoil on it. Also running the red dot sight. That's my go-to sight. Usual setup is 3 mags of level 4 ammo, and then some extra ammo in our case. Let me grab the rest of the ammo. Level 4 helmet, level 4 body armor, 2 med kits, a juice, grenade, tear gas, painkiller, liquid painkiller. Pretty much I'm going to run this exact setup anytime I'm trying to keep it right around 450K. I keep my suppressor and sight in my backpack to start, because if I put them on, they go over. There we go. So it's 530K, which is why I have to have the sight and the suppressor off, so I can actually still bring this exact setup. Because if you didn't know, you can take attachments off your gun and put them in your backpack, and it lowers your equipment value. That way you can actually bring a better gun with you or more equipment. All right, and most importantly, let's grab ourselves a pumpkin. I think I'll just start with 1 pumpkin because I actually haven't played this game mode yet, so I'm gonna just risk 1 pumpkin. I'm pretty sure it said I could buy 2 pumpkins per day, but again, I've never played it before, so we're gonna just risk 1 pumpkin for the first time and see what happens. All right, we got everything there. Let's go ahead and hop into lockdown zone. Obviously have not played this game mode yet, so let's hop into Valley here and see if we can get our pumpkin to evolve. And it looks like we loaded right into some rain, which is fine with me. I actually like the rain. All right, we got our attachments back on the gun. We got our pumpkin right here. We got a decent spawn. Let's try and make our way to Steel Bridge. We'll just kind of cut across here, and we'll go see if anyone spawned over in this general area here. And yeah, let's get going. And I'm already stuck. There we go. Typically on Valley, I like to kind of go around the edge of the map and then make my way into certain spots depending on any missions that I'm doing or if I want to use any keys. But typically I find the outside or the edges of this map to be relatively safe. Of course, coming right up here to the factory area here. Of course, a lot of people do like to go to this area, so I fully expect there to be people coming from this direction out that way. So we'll take our time a little bit. I recently started using the helicopter helmet more than any other helmet, and even though you are not able to use headset with this specific helmet, the protection it offers I think is just too strong at level 4 for the price. So I think it's definitely become my new favorite helmet. Highly recommend. Take a quick look in here, see if we see any bots. Don't see a thing. Now there may be men that come from this direction, so to be a little careful crossing through here. I don't hear anything. The rain does make it a little hard to hear footsteps, especially when you're not wearing headphones. I assume that's the bot. Yeah, that's the bot. I will leave the bot there, so if I see it dead or hear it get shot, I'll know there are some players around that area. But typically going this route, you rarely see too many people, so it's a pretty safe way to get around. We're, of course, also going to be on the lookout for some gym bags because we want to find that new pumpkin drink. And I think it said if we have 3 of them, we can convert it. So we're on the lookout for 3 pumpkin drinks. Seems safe enough to start running a little bit here. The rain really does kind of suppress... Is that a... Yeah, it's a bot. I also started using these translucent magazines and highly recommend. Gives you a perfect count of ammo every time, so you don't have to guess how much is still in your mag. All right, here is our first gym bag for the day, and we have a first aid kit. Bummer. Well, might as well just loot all this while we're here. Garbage. Garbage. Well, it's worth 15k, I guess. That's fine. There we go. A paracord. That is going in the case. And one more crate. Some ammo, but whatever. It's free loot. And the rain has stopped. So that is fine with me. This is by far my favorite thing in the game are these knives. It was well worth the undisclosed amount of money that I spent having to roll to get these. But I think they're super cool. And it's a free-to-play game, so whatever. I feel like if you're playing a free-to-play game and you're having a good time, there's nothing wrong with budgeting a little money because you didn't spend any money on it anyway. And most games nowadays that come out are 70 bucks. The deluxe edition, probably $99, right? So I just spent $80 on Battlefield, played it for 5 hours. I'm like, all right, that's enough Battlefield. So I think I played this game 200 hours. And I think I've had way more fun with it than Battlefield, so I have no issues spending money on this game. This is one of the few games that I've played that I feel like the developers actually care about, and they keep updating it and keep coming out with cool updates and events like this pumpkin event. Rarely do you find cheaters in this game. Everything works. The servers work. I think this might be the best free-to-play game I've ever played, and in the last couple years, this might be the best game I've played. Oh, look at that. A laser mod. Let's just get rid of this stuff. Put that in there. And should we start this safe? We might as well, right? Let's go ahead and start that. And let's go take cover over here. Go ahead and top off our ammo while we're waiting. All right, let's see if we can get ourselves a golden goose or penguin or whatever that thing is. Absolutely nothing good. But you know what? That's fine because we got ourselves a nice gold item. We got our pumpkin on us still, and we're right over here by the extract. Let's go ahead and just do a quick extract and see what our pumpkin turns into. I highly doubt anybody's going to be camping the extraction. I will say I've noticed that about this game is I think out of all the hundreds of matches I've played, I've run into like 1 or 2 exit campers max. I mean, I get ratting is a strategy, but I don't know. It's kind of toxic in my opinion. All right, let's get out of here. Let's see what happens to our pumpkin. Extremely uneventful match, but our goal was to upgrade our pumpkin, so let's see what happens. Pumpkin upgraded. It's worth double now. There it is. We have a ripe pumpkin. Stage 2. All right. So let's go ahead and, well, I guess we can dump all this. We'll sell that later. We're good on ammo. And I guess we could just keep it in our backpack and just go right back in. So let's hop back in another match with this pumpkin and do the same thing. All right, let's hop right back into it. Same plan. Our goal is to just passively extract and upgrade our pumpkin. Whether we see enemies or not, I don't really care. I just want a fully upgraded pumpkin. Put our attachments back on here. We could do suitcases. I don't really want to run through the middle. I guess I could go down to port. That could be fun. Try and just get straight to the boat. A little riskier play, but that's fine. I don't want to get any dumb fights. I just want to try and extract. Oh, I sense a man. Unless those, that actually might be the bot that spawned. I don't know if they spawned down there in the woods, though. I don't actually remember. Go ahead and pop this just in case. I think that's a real man, actually. That was a real man. I have 1 kill. I know it's cut off because I'm playing on a widescreen, but it says 1 operator kill. Let's go double check that guy's loot. I gotta say, even at range, the MCX is really good. Now, where did those bots go? I assume they were bots. Double check, make sure that guy didn't have a teammate. All right, let's just keep going. See if we can get across this beach. I do not like running through here because there's not much cover, but if I remember correctly, I think there's 1 gym bag over here we can check for our pumpkin drink. All right, there's the guy right there. All right, let's check this bag. Oh, look at that. We found one. Stimulated. So it's basically like a, wow, 30 hydration. That's actually really good. So it's a, okay. I'm going to go ahead and just put that in my pocket. And look at that. Another one. Can we get lucky twice in a row? Wow. We actually can. All right. We got 2. All right. Let's go check this guy's loot. Now, again, I don't think he had a teammate. He didn't go down, but I think I got a headshot. So that doesn't sound good. Yep, that was a real man. Just take a couple of these kits and we're just going to get out of here. Part of me wants to go in there and fight that, but again, I'm trying to extract with my pumpkin. I want a fully upgraded pumpkin before I start running around just going for kills. Once again, this is a place I don't like running through because it's in the open, so I'm going to kind of sit over here on the edge. Typically, when I'm running around in the open, I'm going to try and just run from cover to cover, so at least I'm not completely exposed. There's a bot right there. It's kind of tempting to go here and use my key. We are here. If I don't hear anything, I will. I definitely hear something. That's a real man. Oh, there goes his teammate. Preemptive tear gas. Oh, there's a bot up there still. I think that's a bot. Yeah, it was a bot. Well, I'll go. Wow, I closed the door on myself. Might as well. We're here. Try and use a key as quick as possible, and then see if we want to go loot those other guys, and then we'll get out of here because we're right here at the extract. See if we can get anything good. Safes are usually really good or just awful. I feel like there's no in between. Coffee, a badge, a light. Occasionally there's items right in here. A lot of people don't realize. Sometimes good items will spawn right there. We'll check both of these, why not? Cup, I need those for my display. Let me top off on ammo really quick. And then we'll go loot those two guys, and then we'll just get out of here because we're right here, and we got our pumpkin. We got 3 kills, and I got, you know, nothing crazy good loot. Only 900k, or 90k, but like I said, our goal is to extract with our pumpkins, so that is our priority. Gas mask? I guess I'll take a gas mask. I don't even have room for a gas mask. I'll take it anyway. Pistol I can take. What do you have? I'll take painkillers always. And he had a decent backpack. Can I put a backpack in a backpack and then take his backpack? Absolutely. Take his grenade. Check this other guy. This guy doesn't even look like he was a real man. Free Mosin. Take that. And I'm just looking for grenades. No. All right. Let's go. Oh, I hear feet. That may be a real man. Nice throw. Oh, wow. Okay, well, it was a bot. That's hilarious. Well, there goes a 30,000 grenade. $30,000 grenade. Nothing. All right, let's get out of here. I got my pumpkin. That's all that matters, right? We're after pumpkins. All right, that's fine with me. We got some kills. We're going to upgrade our pumpkin. I wasted a grenade, but whatever. 289k worth of loot. Can't complain about that at all. Quick raid. Free money at that point, honestly. 3 easy kills. We're out of there. Our pumpkin's upgraded. Let's take a look at it. Where's our pumpkin? Oh, it's in our backpack. There it is. We have a carved pumpkin now. So let me go ahead and reset here, and we'll hop back in and try and upgrade our pumpkin one more time. All right, we got everything set back up. We got our stage 3 pumpkin. We're headed back to Valley. Same plan, kind of just passively make it through and try and get this pumpkin to the final stage. Attachments back on. It looks like we got a decent spawn already. I'm okay with that. Where are we at? Perfect. I think I'm going to just run this back route again and just head right down. Actually, I could go down to port, although that's kind of far. Let's just go straight through. Kind of come this way and around, because I would hate to not have an upgraded pumpkin by the end of this. I gotta at least know what it looks like. Might not be the most exhilarating gameplay you've ever seen, but at least we'll know what the pumpkin looks like when it's fully upgraded. Now, I know there can be a spawn point down in those trees, and I also know there's one on the other side of factory over here. So be a little careful once we get up and around this corner. My bind's set up for quick items. Yeah, okay. I think out of all the maps, Farm used to be my favorite, but I think recently Valley's become my new favorite map. Was that the bot? Why did that sound like it was right next to me? That's crazy. I swear that was like right here. All right, weird. I actually got concerned for a second. You know, for a free-to-play game, these maps are actually really well made. This whole game is just really well done. And I don't say that about too many games too often, but as a wannabe Tarkov player who just didn't like the way the controls and the movement felt, and a handful of other things. Oh, I hear stuff. Might be the bots. I just couldn't get into Tarkov, but from day one of playing this game, I've been hooked. It's literally all I've played. I did play the new Battlefield campaign and a little multiplayer, and it was fine, but I don't know. Something about this game, it just feels good. It looks really good. The controls feel good. All right, so far so good. We're almost halfway to where we need to be. I assume the bot in the tower's up there. Ooh, I actually don't see it. Which means somebody shot it? Because it would have spawned in by now. Oh, gunshots over to my left. Sounds probably like it was at supply. That sounds like the bot in the tower at factory. Let's get out of the open here. The other great thing about this game, while we're on the topic of this game, is I think in the all 200 hours I've played this game and the hundreds of matches, I think I've come across maybe 2 or 3 cheaters max. And 2 I know for sure were cheating because the game actually sent me a notification saying they banned a cheater and I got my stuff back. 1 I was like, it looks like they're cheating on the, you know, on the kill cam, but I don't know, it could have been lag or a lucky shot. But the nice thing about this game is if you die, usually it's because it was a skill issue, which I feel like that's how it should be, compared to games like Rainbow Six Siege or like CS2 or something. Half the time I get killed in that game, I'm just under the assumption that they're hacking, and it kind of just ruins the fun of the game. But everything in this game feels really rewarding. I haven't seen a single man. Well, we saw 1 bot, but that doesn't really count. I think it said the pumpkin's worth, did it say 300k when it's fully upgraded? So it's actually a pretty good amount of coins considering all you have to do is extract with your pumpkin. Like, yeah, you got to do it 3 times, but as long as you're not running around like an idiot and actually kind of taking your time and, you know, trying to avoid any stupid fights, you should be able to extract 90% of the time, or at least 3 times in a row to upgrade your pumpkin. Pretty uneventful raid, but we made it out with our pumpkin. So let's see what happens. All right, our pumpkin has been upgraded. There it is, miraculous pumpkin. That thing looks really sweet. Stage 4 pumpkin. I'm pretty sure that's the final stage. I wonder what happens if you bring it in with you. I don't think it'll upgrade again. Man, I should have brought all my pumpkins in and I would have had 3 pumpkins fully upgraded. Now let's double check on the menu how much they were worth again. 250k. That's actually really good because 3 pumpkins is what, 750k, and you can buy 2 pumpkins every single day. So imagine you go in with a full inventory, like even a basic backpack with like 30 slots. Was that 30 times 250k? That's 7.5 mil that you could sell them for. Wow, I think I'm gonna just farm pumpkins. Honestly, I'm gonna just get 2 pumpkins a day, wait a couple days, bring them all in my inventory, and just try and upgrade a bunch of them. You could actually farm some pretty good money from this event. What else do we have here? Did I get anything? I brought out some pumpkins. I completed a raid. Perfect, claim all. These will reset every day. I wonder if it's gonna be the same task each day, which would be nice. Wow, I didn't even realize the second level of this is a free universal key card. I am not going to complain about that. That's cool. You can get more pumpkins. Apparently you can get a key card on the second level here, and you can get this border. Definitely I'm going to want to get that. Let's go ahead and claim our points. And then of course we're going to want to get this as well. I'm a big fan of seasonal events where if you don't get it for that season, you never can get it again. It's kind of cool to try and unlock all the stuff that probably will never be back in the game. Of course, we can look at our store goods gift. That doesn't sound right. Store goods gift. Store goods gift. We need one more. Or is it? Oh, no, you only need one. I thought it was 3. You can only do it 3 times a day. All right, well, let's do that. Wow. Terrible. All right, we can do one more because I have one more. Wow, terrible as well. I was hoping for a vase, no luck. I'm not gonna sell my pumpkin currently. I think I'm gonna just hang on to them in my inventory. And at the end of the event, I'm gonna just trade them all in. Not bad for the first try of trying to upgrade our pumpkin. Again, here is our miraculous pumpkin worth 250K. Stage 4 pumpkin. Kind of nice to just passively run through, get a little loot, upgrade our pumpkin. Honestly, that's probably the way to do it because, yeah, I could run around and get a bunch of kills, but if you just get your pumpkin extracted, 3 times, you're guaranteed 250K. That's actually not that bad. So pretty cool event, honestly pretty fun. Again, I mean, it's a free-to-play game, so the fact that they're even adding stuff like this means they actually care about their game. Really cool that the developers are taking the time to actually put something like this in the game around the holiday season. But other than that, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you guys in the next video.